Marijuana 101. Its scientific name is Cannabis sativa. It is annual, dioecious, and flowering herb. A short history. Archaeological evidence indicates it was cultivated in China for food and fiber already 10,000 years ago. Also, clues have been found in ancient Egyptian mummies for the use of cannabis as food or medicine. In fact, cannabis is one of the oldest known medicinal plants and is described in almost every ancient handbook on plant medicine, most commonly in the form of a tincture or a tea. What are the active ingredients of cannabis? Cannabis contains a large variety of different chemical compounds. With already well over 500 known constituents, cannabis is one of the chemically best studied plants. But because most of these constituents have not yet been properly characterized for biological activity, the cannabis plant could be called a neglected pharmacological treasure trove. Many of the cannabis constituents can also be found in other plant species. However, the cannabinoids are unique to cannabis plant alone. What are cannabinoids? Cannabinoids are unique chemical structures that can only be found in the cannabis plant. They are generally accepted as the main medicinal ingredients of cannabis. Cannabis contains resin glands. The most interesting constituents are those found in the secretions of resin glands or trichomes distributed across the surface of the cannabis plant. Although trichomes can be found all over the male and female plants, they are particularly concentrated in the area of the female flowers. The excreted resinous material is made up of a mixture of different chemicals, the most important of which are the cannabinoids and terpenes. Cannabinoids also contain terpenes. The terpenes are the chemicals that give cannabis its distinct smell. Cannabis contains a large number as well as a significant amount of terpenes. These compounds can be easily evaporated and are consequently inhaled. Already more than 120 different terpenes have been identified in cannabis. Trivia. Drug search dogs are trained to recognize specific terpenes in order to find cannabis. Industrial and personal uses. Hemp. The term hemp is used to name the durable soft fiber from the cannabis plant stem or stalk. Hemp is valuable in tens of thousands of commercial products, especially as fiber ranging from paper, cordage, construction material, and textiles in general to clothing. Hemp is stronger and longer lasting than cotton. It is also a useful source of food like hemp milk, hemp seed, or hemp oil, and biofuels. Psychoactive drug. The psychoactive effects of cannabis are known to have a biphasic nature. Primary psychoactive effects include a state of relaxation and to a lesser degree euphoria from its main psychoactive compound, tetrahydrocannabinol. Secondary psychoactive effects, such as a facility for philosophical thinking, introspection, and metacognition, have been reported amongst cases of anxiety and paranoia. Finally, the tertiary psychoactive effects of the drug cannabis can include an increase in heart rate and hunger, believed to be caused by a psychoactive metabolite of THC produced in the liver. Medical use. Cannabis has been used to reduce nausea and vomiting in chemotherapy and people with AIDS, and to treat pain and muscle spasticity. Its use for other medical applications had been studied, but there is insufficient data for conclusions about safety and efficacy. Also, there are concerns including memory and cognition problems. Ancient and religious uses. The cannabis was presumably employed by this culture as a medicinal or psychoactive agent, or an aid to divination. This is the oldest documentation of cannabis as a pharmacologically active agent. In Buddhism, cannabis is generally regarded as an intoxicant and may be a hindrance to the development of meditation and clear awareness. In modern times, the Rastafari movement has embraced cannabis as a sacrament. Elders of the Ethiopian Zion Coptic Church, a religious movement founded in the United States in 1975, consider cannabis to be the Eucharist, claiming it as an oral tradition from Ethiopia dating back to the time of Christ. 420. An event or holiday where people gather to celebrate and consume cannabis every 20th of April. It started in 1971 by Waldos in San Rafael, California to find the cannabis crop. They designated Louis Pasteur statue as their meeting place at 4:20 p.m. The end.
created using Powtoon.